What's going on, my real estate friends, small business owners, all the things, the YouTube universe out there? Melissa here. So excited to be with you today. It's still morning. I've got my coffee here. Voice is still a little scratchy, but we're going to rock and roll with this thing. Today, we are talking about, you know, how real estate agents and realtors, we typically have like a vendor list, right? Some preferred vendors, people that we trust and we know in our community. And it's typically like an 8.5 by 11 type of sheet where we'll share those certain referrals with maybe a home inspector, a carpet company, a painting company, things like that. That's what we're going to talk about today, except ours is going to be a little different because we're rockstar agents and we are really familiar with our market, and we just want to share all the goody goodness with our clients and our leads. So we're going to actually give ours clients and leads a guide, right? Forget the one sheet of paper. We're making ours into a whole experience. And that's what we're going to cover today. I'm really excited to get in it with you. And let me just go ahead and share my screen. If you are new here, I appreciate you joining in. If you have been with me, you know I share my screen. And listen, I do this for a few reasons so that I can stay on track, because I could ramble and ramble and we don't have time for that, right? So this is what I'm going to show you today, how with all the good nuggets and all the good pieces that you want to have in your vendor guide, right? And I'm going to even show you how we're going to create it into this super awesome, beautiful flip book. And you're going to do this all for free. Okay. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to have, all the little nuggets to include in your guide. And then we're just going to rock and roll with it. And we're going to do all this for free using a couple different websites. And so if you're ready, we're just going to go right into it. All right. So now that you can see a visual of what it is we are looking at, let's talk about the pieces. What is this? Skip. We don't want that. Let's talk about the pieces to make up your guide. Now, here's the deal. You can do this for free using Canva, right? So literally you can, everything we're going to talk about today, all you have to do is run over here to canva.com, type in the word guide. Okay. And then if you have a pro account, you know, it has these little crowns at the bottom. Grab one, grab a guide, like, pick one that you like. You can always change the colors and all that kind of stuff. But essentially you're trying to get a few pages together, right? To create this super cool guide, like this one right here. Look how cool this one is. You get all these pages and then you can kind of move the elements around and all that. But if you don't have time for all that and you want just one already done, I've done one for you. It's over in my Etsy shop. It's the exact template that we're going to cover today. It's $5, okay? And all it is, you're just going to plug and play your information. All the pieces are together for you. So I'll link that below if you're interested in that. Anywho, without further ado, let's get in it. So, pieces of our guide. All right, ready? So, of course, we need like a pretty cover, right? Because, this is an official kind of thing. You can take this thing and go have it printed if you want to. You can put it in one of those like little project protector kind of deals, that you do for your kids for their projects, reports. It's like a report cover. And then you just like stick all the pages in there and it has like that little binding section. You could do something like that, just print it at home. Or you could just skip the printing altogether. And I'm going to show you how we're going to create that flip book, and it produces a link, and you just email the link to the people that need your guide. Super simple. All right, cool. So cover, we got that. Check that off your list. You need a welcome home, right? So we want to welcome them into the whole buying and selling experience. So this is just kind of a little blurb. Thanks for having me as your realtor. All the good things. Now, I like to have a cover for all of the sections. So this is particular to Jackson County. Obviously, you're going to have your own county and where you migrate. Like, where do you work? So if you sell real estate in the entire state, if you're licensed in the state of Georgia, you don't necessarily hang out and sell real estate in all of Georgia. You kind of have your favorites, right? You kind of have like where you hang out. Now, I'll tell you, as a realtor in the state of Georgia, there are probably 3, maybe 4 counties that I like to focus in on. And I might very well might have a guide for each of the counties, right? And so, or I might create one guide, but divide it into several different counties. So that's up to you how you want to, how you want to chew that cookie. Totally up to you. This is your guide. You make it how you want it, right? You can always change the pictures and all that good stuff. But let's talk about Jackson County or your county, the community. They need to know where the courthouse is, the chamber, area park, area library. And if you're like, well, Melissa, my people don't really care about a library. Cool. We'll take that out and put something in there that you think they would be interested in, right? Entertainment in your county. Where's the local theater? I know a lot of, a lot of people go to movies anymore, but some still do. And where is that movie theater? Event center. Event center could be like your local Dave and Buster's, just somewhere they could go out for a Saturday for a few hours. Where is that in your area? Okay. And it doesn't have to be called Event Center. It could be called Dave and Buster's or, ABC Bowling or whatever you have in your area for them to go to, right? Theater. Well, there's 2 theaters, 2 event centers, so you can rename these however you would like. Okay. Eats and treats. What are your favorite restaurants, right? Your restaurants, 1 and 2, bakeries, 1 and 2, right? They need to order birthday cakes. They need to order donuts for work. And then let's support the small businesses. So what small businesses can you feature here? Hair salons. You get your hair done, right? You go get your hair cut, you get it colored, all the things. Where do you go? And this brings up a very big point that I want to mention to you. I have a separate video called Networking and Referrals. And that video comes with this free guide here. You get this network and referrals guide. It's a really good video. I'd go check that out if you have a minute. But in any case, we talk about referrals. And, the first section actually is, where do you spend your money? Where do you go shopping? And where you go shopping very well better be in your vendor list, right? Because you shop there. And, I talk about it in networking and referrals, but if I'm spending my money at Amy's hair salon over here, you better believe Amy better have my business card sitting somewhere on her counter. Amy better be sending me business if I'm giving her business, right? And so, this workbook here can kind of help you give some ideas, a pool service company, a plumber, AC contractor, all those things, right? But I did want to bring that up. So you could change these out. Nail salon, full spa, tan salon, just salons. Like, what are the lady, think about your lady friends. What are they liking, right? What do they need to know? Celebration and events. Our home buyers and our home sellers, whoever that may be, they have events, right? They have kids' birthday parties. They have I don't know, all the things. They might need to rent some chairs, some tables. So you're going to share photographer, catering, event rental, bouncy houses, venue 1, venue 2. Where can they host? If they don't want to host at their house, where is somewhere publicly that they can host? I actually just had one of my best friends post the other day. She's looking, she had posted on her Facebook that she's looking for a venue in her area, right? And so people look for this kind of stuff. And how cool would it be if here you are coming out as the expert agent that you are to say, hey, look, I got a whole guide. It talks all about this stuff and your events and all the things. Graduation comes around. This is a very important page, right? These are things that your buyers and your sellers are looking for. Your clients, your leads, they're looking for this stuff, right? And so you're the expert in your market. So share what you know with them, right? Maintenance and repairs. So everybody needs somebody to come fix something, right? Electrician, HVAC, lawn, handyman, plumbing, painting, roofing, pest control, restoration. And you can add and delete as many of these as you want. Okay. Cleaning and refreshing, everything they need to do to clean their house. So air duct cleaning, pressure washing cleaning, donations, right? So if they go through that whole spring cleaning kind of deal, They got some stuff to purge. They need to go make a donation. Where can they go drop that off other than the Goodwill, right? There's other smaller companies that support, nonprofits that gladly take donations. And some of them, I think, oh shoot, I can't think of that one. But they come pick it up from your house. Like, you don't even have to take it to them. You just go online, schedule it. If you know the name of it, let me know. Leave it in the comments. But they go pick it up for you. Like, because I've done it before. I've scheduled pickups from them before, and I just totally drew a blank, so I can't think of the name of it. It might come to me in a minute. But anyway, landfill. Everybody needs to know where the landfill is, right? If they've got big things they need to take to the trash, where are they going to take that, right? Inspectors and appraisers. So all of this section is all about due diligence. So this is going to be most helpful for your clients that are under contract, right? I mean, this would be an pretty good to have for your sellers who are getting ready to go on market, right? But then your buyers or sellers, they need inspectors and appraisers. You got a whole section right here. Land, commercial is completely separate, right? And if commercial is kind of your deal, that is a good contact to have. And look, you can add 3 appraisers, 3 inspectors, 3 commercial appraisers. It doesn't have to be just 2, but giving them some options. Attorney and insurance, need to know that. It's a couple different title companies. A probate attorney, if you focus on probates. Insurance, home insurance, big one, right? Most of your lenders will have these contacts for you, but listen, it's good to know this stuff. It's good to have it. Utilities and moving. So, you can take this as your county and your area that you serve the most in. There's going to be a handful of electric companies. I mean, it's not going to be like 800. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a handful of security companies that are to your area. Most of the time, if it's gas and water, that's going to be by the city, right? So internet, cable, who's kind of your internet guy, who's kind of that satellite guy. And you don't have to put the 800 number. Listen, there's direct sales for that stuff, right? Security, there's a direct sales rep right now in your area selling security systems, internet, cable, satellite, and maybe even trash, right? And you could put their direct name with their direct phone number without just giving your client the 800 number. Movers and storage, truck rental, moving companies, storage companies, mortgage lenders is the big one, right? There's, and I've explained this in several of my other videos, not all one lender is created equal. Some are really, really good at other things versus other things, right? So you got land lenders specific to land. Well, that's their sandbox. Commercial, VA, FHA, conventional, kind of what is that sandbox that they play in, right? And where are they at every day? For example, if I have a new client and they qualify for USDA, I'm probably going to be looking for a lender that has closed 10, 12 USDA loans in the last 60 days. I don't want a lender that has closed 1 in the past year. I need somebody, this is their sandbox, this is what they focus on, because look, it can make or break that whole deal, right? It can make or break if that client gets approved and we go to close. Can't have that, right? So you want somebody that's specific to these targets, okay? And that's their sandbox. And then there's a little notes page that was added, special discounts. So here's the thing. When you're looking for these vendors, and you might be thinking, well, Melissa, I don't know all these people. I'm just going to go to Google and don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, these are all leads. These are awesome lead sources, and it might take you, a month to put this thing together to where it's like really good. But here's the thing. You go out here and take these folks, call them on the phone and give them a little interview, give them a little one-on-one, go drop by their office. Hey, I'm Melissa with Real Broker. I just wanted to drop in today. I know there's several lawn companies out here. But I'm actually putting together a whole little vendor guide, and I want to see what do you guys offer for, your clients? Like, what kind of specials and things do you offer? Right? Is there anything special that you could offer just for my clients who receive my guide? Like maybe half off their first lawn cut or something like that. And in most cases, when they know that they're going to go in your vendor guide, they'll give you a discount code, right? So you just put like ABC Lawn Company, 50% off first cut, and tell them Melissa sent you, something like that. Okay. Um, and then, maybe add their phone number or website or whatever you want to add there. But this is a pretty cool page right here. All right. Now, of course, use the companies that you spend money with, number one. But if you don't know a painter, you don't know a lawn company, or you don't know a pool company, call them. Call them, go by, visit them. Maybe even ask one of them to lunch. Go sit down with them. Explain why you're so super awesome in your field and what you do as a realtor. And this is your sandbox. This is your area. And how can you network? Again, we went over that in the networking for referrals. They send you business, you send them business. These folks are in and out of houses every day, every single day. Okay. And so for them to say, do you know a realtor? Actually, I do know a realtor. I do. And here's her phone number, or here's his phone number. Pretty cool, right? This whole thing, this whole guide right here, it's super beneficial for your leads and for your clients, but it's also super beneficial for you. Because all these people in here, they're all partners. They're partners of yours. And then of course you've got a back page with your website. So here's the thing. You can go and create this thing for free using Canva. Again, just go search guide, pick a guide that you like, or go buy my template here for $5 and you're going to get all these pages. Okay. So that's an option. But once you're done and you have it all built out, look how pretty this is, right? Like, how cool is this? Most of the 8.5 by 11 papers, this gone in the trash or in somebody's filing cabinet. But if they get like a little booklet, how cool is that? Right. So this is all you're going to do when you go to when you go to create your Flipbook. You ready? Super simple. Don't blink or you'll miss it. I'm just kidding. You're just going to go to share. You're going to go to download, and you want a PDF standard. You're going to do all 24 pages or however many pages you have created, right? You're going to go to download. Let that marinate. And boom, boom, there it is. We're going to go to File. We want to save this PDF to the desktop, right? So I'm going to go to choose a different folder. Let's go to desktop, Trusted Vendor Guide 2. Cool, that's done. All right, cool. So now what you're going to do, you're going to merge over to a company called Heyzine, HEYZINE.com. Okay, and I'll leave this link below as well. You're going to go to this website, and look, it's free, completely free. Just give them your email address, okay? You get 5 free books. You don't need any more than that. It's unlimited pages, no ads, whatever, okay? Cool. I've already got an account, so I'm already logged in. But it's really simple to set up an account. They'll just ask for your email address. You create a password, and that's that. All right, awesome. When you get in here, you're going to go to your dashboard. This is what your dashboard looks like. And as you can see, I've already uploaded this one, but we're going to do it again. I've got 2 out of 5 free Flipbooks in use. Cool. We're going to go to New Flipbook. We're going to browse our files, and we're going to go and upload. Oops. Where is it at? Trusted Vendor Guide 2. There it is. We're going to upload that file that we just saved as a PDF. We're going to give it a second to marinate. Now, yes, you can create this straight from Canva into Heyzine. You can, but it limits you to like 6 pages or something like that. We have more than that. So we're coming right over here. It doesn't take super long. So look, it's processing. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, here it is. There she is. Cool, right? And listen, you could come over here and you can change all this stuff out. Like you can add a super cool background if you want to. Um, I mean, you can get custom with this thing, okay? Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go through all of it, but look, it's all in here. I mean, it's everything you can do is here. I'm good with just the standard. I mean, you're gonna have this little Hazine logo down here, but I don't even care 'cause I think it's kind of cute anyway. You get a little page noise. I don't know if you can hear that little page noise it makes, but super cool, right? All right, cool. I love it. I think it's great. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit save right here in the top left. I'm gonna hit save. Okay, it's done. All right. Then I'm gonna go to share. Here's my book. I mean my my link. That's it. That's all there is to it. Boom. Hey Sally, email you over I'm going to email you over my new vendor guide list, and then I'm going to drop this link in her email or her Facebook or wherever I send it. And this is what Sally's going to see. Oh, cool. Melissa's got a new guide. This is awesome. Right? They even will have the option to download it and print it if they want to. Unless you go get it printed, you know what I'm saying? So you could definitely do that. But yeah, that's it. So what do you think? Right? Add all the little nuggets in there, add all the little pieces, everything that you think that this is your book, right? And I think that it can really make your personality shine through. So if you're a foodie and you love different restaurants, expand those pages out, add all the different stuff, even, break it down by best Chinese, best Mexican, best this, best that. If you're into events and you like parties and, kind of making party stuff happen, expand those pages out. All about your event section. It can be so much fun putting this thing together. Again, you're building partners with all of these vendors. Send them a copy of it. Definitely send them a copy of it, right? Once it's all together, send them a copy of it so that they have it. And they can see that you're out here promoting for them. Then they'll do the same for you. Just all the goody good stuff. All right. So I will leave all the links below where you can grab my template if you want to get that. I'll leave the Hazine link, everything you need. I'll also add the link to the networking and referrals video. I'll pop it up somewhere here. It might be suggested for the next video. In any case, listen, I hope you have the best rest of your day. Let's go put our vendor list together. Get out there, shine like the super awesome rockstar agents that you are. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.